You were born with only two fears, the fear of falling and the fear of loud noises. But what about snakes and bees? Well, those are learned. Learned fears are acquired through either direct experiences, like getting stung by a bee and then being scared of bees, or indirect experiences, like watching someone else get stung by a bee and seeing them get hurt, so then you're scared of bees because you don't want to get hurt. These learned fears are nurtured, conditioned, and consolidated through experiences over time. The same way you were conditioned to be scared of snakes and spiders, you were also conditioned to be scared of what others think, of judgment, of putting yourself out there. When you're younger, these fears haven't really set in, but in your teenage years, your inhibition, your lack of self-confidence are slowly but steadily imprinted into your brain, just like your innate fears are. The gist of what I'm saying is that we've all been conditioned and nurtured into being scared of things, scared of being judged on what we say, do, and look like. We fear risk and what isn't in our immediate comfort zones. And what I'm saying is that almost everything that you dream and desire scares you. And if you want to live the best possible life that I know you can see right now, you need to go headfirst into that fear and chase it. And by chasing fear, I don't mean go out and watch some horror movies. I mean doing the things, the mental, the physical things that are stopping you from living the life that you want. Now, what does that actually look like? Well, here are some tips and a few ways to start doing that. The first is the rocking chair test. Have a good hard look at what you're doing, the things you're working on right now, and the people you're with. Now, imagine your 90-year-old self in a rocking chair, reflecting on your life. Would you regret the decisions that you're making right now? Have you taken that big leap of faith and lived the life that you really want to? Or are you still living on other people's terms, fulfilling other people's dreams and aspirations and not your own? A good prompt is, when I'm 90 years old, what will I regret not starting today? With that in mind, I want you to write down what your dream life would look like, what kind of relationships you'll have, your health and your fitness, your work and your career. Now, as vividly as possible, just imagine the joy and the freedom that comes with that life. Okay, now here's where the fear comes back into play. What I'm about to say is extremely important, and I want you to listen closely. You need to use and manipulate fear, or it will use and manipulate you. I'm sure all of you can still see that dream from before, but I know most of you won't chase it. And this is because you have a backlog of excuses lined up ready to block you from taking action on the life you really want. I can hear you saying, it's too risky. So-and-so said it was a bad idea. I don't have enough time. I'm not good enough. And if that's the way then you're thinking, then you're probably right. You're not going to succeed. Because fear's already taken over. It's already using and manipulating your life and your decisions. Personally, I am terrified of doing nothing, of living and fulfilling someone else's dreams and aspirations. So I'm going to use my fear to push myself in a direction that I actually want to go in. Of course I'm scared. I'm scared of failure and I'm scared of judgment. But I'd rather fail over and over again, trying to do what I want, than regret living a life that someone else set for me. The next thing is expanding your comfort zone. The comfort zone can be great, but within its boundaries, not much happens. When faced with discomfort, you have the opportunity to grow, to learn about yourself, and to increase your self-confidence, as well as so many other things. So every time you have the chance, seek discomfort. Talk to someone random. Try meditating. Go for a run. Start small and build your way up. The more you experience discomfort, the more you expand your comfort zone and strengthen the muscle of chasing fear. This muscle allows you to better catch yourself when caving into daily pressures and say yes to fear. Further strengthening the muscle and then building real momentum in your life. In summary, use the rocking chair test. Don't live a life you know you're going to regret. You need to use fear, or it will use you. Turn fear on itself and let it propel you forward in life. Seek discomfort and build the chasing fear muscle. The more you seek discomfort, the more you will grow and mature as a person. This is my first YouTube video, and it's pretty scary and exhilarating at the same time. I mean, even posting on Instagram is kind of a big deal. Like, how many likes am I going to get? What caption should I use? But the more consistent I've gotten, the easier and less stressful it has become. I care less about what others think and more about what I enjoy and what I want to put out. Go out and seek discomfort. Go and chase fear. Go do what you really want to do. I don't really expect anything for this first video, but I'm happy with the content and I'm overjoyed that I've finally done something that I've been trying to do and procrastinating for years. I'm not completely sure what the channel's going to be about, but I know it's going to be about personal development, improvement, challenging myself, and then growing and maturing as a person. If you like the vid, then hit the like button. And if you want to subscribe, you can do that too. You can always unsub if you want, but with that said, I hope you've learned something, and I like to finish off by saying a quote that I found on LinkedIn that pretty neatly sums up the video. Only when we are willing to be comfortable with being uncomfortable can change and growth really take place. Good things don't happen to us because we want them to. They happen to us when we take action and are willing to step out of our comfort zones.